women go about claiming power covertly, whilst men go about claiming power overtly. Now, as a man, you have to. This is the way. We are only allowed to claim power overtly, right? Because any form of men claiming power covertly is cowardice, and it's something that the man is just not going to get away with, right? Whilst women have literally created the schema in how to go about claiming power covertly, and they've been mastering that ever since the beginning of human consciousness, even probably before human consciousness, right? Been mastering that. And now today they are also able to claim power overtly. All right. And now the reason why men are suffering today is obviously because, first of all, the man only has one avenue to go down when it comes to growing in power. And most men are so mechanically autistic and literal in their thinking that they don't even know that there is a covert way to grow in power, right? So all throughout human history, cross-culturally, women have been respected actually as masters of illusions and masters of disguise. So the reason why you guys don't know what women want is because women operate in secrecy. What they want and what they desire exists in secrecy. Women claim power covertly, silently. Us men, with our egos, our victories, we want everyone to see our victories. When we claim power, you're going to know about it. When women claim power, no one knows about it. Her victory is a silent victory. You wouldn't even know this woman has claimed victory. Or a highly skilled woman claims victory without people even knowing. Right? And this is the reason why. This is the reason why women subcommunicate and indirectly communicate, guys. Anything that what she says, they're all going to be subversions. They're all going to be distractions. They're all going to be smoke screens, right? Because she operates in secrecy. Does that make sense? She's trying to get the things she wants covertly. So all of her actions overtly, it's it's illusions. It's a disguise. It's a smokescreen. Right? These are all things that are just going to... This is the reason why women master her perception skills, not their character. Most women don't perfect their character. They perfect their ability to create perception. Right? That her ability to create perception is how are the things she does overtly, right? And these things create a smokescreen, so where you can't see her real movements, her real intentions. The reason why the woman doesn't want you to know what she wants is because if you know what she truly wants, then the jig is up, right? And an intelligent woman, a woman who's really, really good in her ability to influence, is somebody who conceals their intentions, their desires, and their fears. Whatever you think, if you guys don't know, whatever you think your woman fears, she actually doesn't fear those things. She fears other things. What she is telling you, what she tells you she fears aren't her true fears. She has true fears. And she won't, the same way you won't know what she wants, the same way you won't know what she fears. You won't know what the things that she wants, as you will learn are it's not the things she truly wants. The things that she desires are not the things she truly desires. The things that she tells you are her true intentions are not her true intentions. All of those things are illusions. It's her ability to control perception. Women learn, and women have always known, that if they can control perception, they can control outcome. This is how women grow in power. This is how women claim power, guys, covertly. Right. So, as a man, the men who don't even know that there are, you have to think about it, there are a lot of literal mechanically autistic men who can only see what has been shown to them. These men don't stand a chance against women who are able to literally have a magical ability. If you guys think that women can be irrationally grandiose, but you need to understand, you have to understand that in their life, it's like they have magical powers. They can literally create illusions, and they can spin a narrative out of nowhere, and they can create rhetorics, storylines, and they can create realities. They can create things. The man's weakness is his dependency on believing his fantasy. I'll say that again. The man's weakness is his dependency in believing in his fantasy. In society, we are all conditioned and indoctrinated under romance. But for some reason, it's so much more easier for the women to come out of these things than it is for the men. The man who struggles to find meaning and fulfillment outside of the woman, which is most men, men who lack purpose and drive and ambition. These men are nihilistic without knowing it. This is the reason why I've made videos explaining how men seek salvation in the woman. So men see women as gods. Well, unfortunately, guys, low value, man. They seek salvation in women, so they have to believe that their God is perfect, that their God is morally superior, that their God is honest, authentic, good, kind, sweet, and good faith, and better than them, right? Because in order for you to worship something, you got to think it's better than them. So because of so men need women to be what they think women are in order for them to function. And for the men who are just so dependent on their romantic ideals of the magical other, it's that dependency, and it's the delusion. Honestly, it is the delusional nature of the man that just continues to put a halo on the heads of women. It is that halo, it is that dependency to put a halo on the heads of women that women influence. And some women are so good at doing that, So that's why men are struggling today. All right. The woman has two ways of claiming power today. The man only has one. And even there, the men don't even know how to claim overt power. So I've been talking about power a lot recently. Guys, I really want, please never, when I'm talking about these things, please never think I'm one of these red pill guys that will, telling you that you need to have expensive cars, a big house, a lot of money, tall, muscles, attractive, six-pack, all that shit like that. That's not what I'm talking about. Power. I mean, those things definitely contribute to power. Obviously, I would never discredit it, but it is very overrated. Those things aren't any more powerful than your characteristics, So if you don't have these things, don't panic. All you need to do is go inwards and grow your internal characteristics. Grow your character. Truly grow your character. Most of the women you deal with are masters of perception. And so, you actually have to be a master of reality in order for you to compete with them. All right, so you need to grow in power that way. And you also need to be able to see what the woman is doing. You need to kind of... The thing is as well, the guys I've noticed who just whimsically deal with women from a whimsical place, from a childish, whimsical place. Little fairy-like men, soft men. Like, honestly, it's their own lust that makes them soft. You know, when I was younger and when I was a player, I mean, I'm always going to be the player archetype, but, you know, I have duties, responsibilities right now, so I don't do things like that. But for the majority of my life, I was a very, very serious player. Always had rotations and stuff. Guys, the reason why I stopped that was because I stopped it before I actually became a dad. The reason why I stopped that is because I realized how feminine it made me. Yeah, it made me very feminine. If you're a man and you're very lustful, well, it makes you very people-centered. That's very feminine. It makes you very social. It makes you very focused around women if you lean into your lusts, you know? So it made me very feminine. So I had to stop it because I was, you know, if you're consistently sleeping with women, well, you're consistently speaking to women, you're consistently around women, you're consistently just doing... You're just around women all of the time, and the masculine is really out there in the world. A lot of the masculine is done in solitude or done in. A lot of the masculine is away from the woman. So, anyway, if you overcome your lust, then you'll start being able to see behind the illusions. Right, that smoke screen can only be there because of your lust. Honestly, you overcome your lust, and then you're kind of able to see women more clearly. Now, honestly, I can't speak for everybody, but for me, it took me a very, very long time to overcome my lust. It took me I had to sleep with a lot of women for me to overcome my lust and for me to stop my curiosity. And I think these things are just very hard, guys. You know, also, I'm also circumcised as well. And apparently that's supposed to knock off 20% of your lust. Or even more. And I was still so lustful. So for you guys, especially you guys who aren't circumcised and you've got that extra lust, it's gonna be and it's gonna be hard for you to overcome your curiosity without sleeping with a lot of women. So guys, honestly, this is just hard. Instinctually, and what nature wants you to do, it wants you to love women. It wants you to put a halo on top of women's heads. It wants you to believe the illusions women create. You know, so, but if you do that, you're not going to have any success with them, though. So, good luck, guys. Follow, please leave a comment and sign up for the one-on-one coaching. If you need help, guys, kind of being able to see past the illusions, the smoke screens, and for you to have some more clarity. You know, the women will respect you for being able to see what they're doing. You know, for me, for example, with the clarity that I have, and I've pretty much always had with women, even when I was lustful, I had a certain clarity anyway. But with the clarity that I have, when women realize you see them, they respect you, by the way. And the game isn't really there. When women know you see them and you know exactly why they do everything, they don't do it with you and they respect it. You know, so sometimes just being able to overcome your lust and see behind the veil. See behind the veil. Sometimes that's enough for you to drastically increase your chances with women. It's like, oh, he sees me. This is a unique man. Follow, sign up for the coaching.